Hey, what's up, Sports Cards fans? It's Dodger27 with another video. Not sure how long it's been, maybe a couple weeks, but I thought since things have slowed down for me a little bit, I thought I'd do a catch up on some mail. Excuse me. Some of these are eBay and some are actually LCS pickups. Um, First up, I picked up an 87 Donruss Maddox. Nothing special here, you've all seen it, but I own this card in a 10. I'm not sure if that's one that I sold or was stolen, but decided to replace it with a raw copy for just a couple bucks, and I'm happy with that. Was at my LCS a couple weeks ago. Saw some cards that I liked. Got the 81 Topps Rickey Henderson. Pretty decent shape, maybe near mint to mint. I also bought, I actually bought the whole set of the 82 Topps Traded, and I pulled out the Reggie Jackson from that set. I also pulled out the Ozzie Smith, the Wizard. This card's cool because it's the first time that he's shown in a Cardinals uniform. Of course, he started his career with the Pods. Awesome card. I've liked this card for a long time. It's part of the 300 Great Baseball Cards of the 20th Century by Mike Payne. Not part of the traded set, but I saw this in the display case. Picked it up for like $2 or $3. Nolan Ryan. Always good to pick up Nolan Ryan. And then the reason I bought the 82 traded Topps is for the Ripken rookie, of course. Looks pretty good. I don't think it would grade an 8. Could grade near mint though. But it's well centered and presents well, and I don't plan on getting it graded. I just want to. I'm going to put it in a magnetic and put it in the display case at some point. So if you haven't noticed, I'm showing raw cards, and normally I do PSA graded. I'm kind of shifting away. I'm buying graded cards when I think it's important, but I'm starting to buy raw cards when I think I can get them at a cheaper price and be just as happy. But here is a PSA graded card. This is for my 97 Bowman's Best Atomic Refractor set. Got the Sammy Sosa in a mint 9. These cards are always tough to find on eBay, at least PSA graded, because the pops are so low. And I imagine the low population is mostly due to the set not being very popular, but also, of course, they're just rare cards. But I'm happy that the set is not very popular because I can get these cards pretty affordably, and I'm happy with that. So, Sammy Sosa Atomic Refractor. Okay, moving on to a little vintage, and these are half eBay, half LCS. So I went to the LCS a couple weeks ago, like I said, and I picked up, this is a 67 Eddie Brinkman. I bought it just because it's a sharp looking vintage card, well centered. Appears to be near mint, in my opinion. But if I find a vintage card that looks near mint, I'll pick it up. Why not? Speaking of which, another good-looking card. This is a semi-star player. He's more known for his broadcasting today, I would think. But 68 Topps, Tim McCarver. This is a sharp-looking card again. Probably a near mint 7. Thought I'd go ahead and snag that while I had the opportunity. Another card out of 68 Topps, Steve Carlton. No better than near mint, possibly X mint, because there's a little bit more wear on this bottom right corner. The color seems a little faded, but I'd have to compare it to other examples. Maybe that's just how this card was printed, but still very nice looking Steve Carlton from 68 Topps. Going back into the 1950s, I got some Dodger cards. Like I mentioned in another video or previous video, I'm kind of collecting more Dodgers because that's my favorite team. So here's a Cal Abrams out of the 52 Bowman. I really like this 52 Bowman. I know Bowmans are never going to be as popular as Topps, but I mean the images on these cards are really cool, the artistry and everything. And what's cool about the 52 Bowman set is it's not very big. If you wanted to do the whole set, it's not a very big set. I think it's like 240 something cards. And there are no major rookies in it. Of course, there is a Mickey Mantle and a Willie Mays. Those are the big ones. And the Stan Musial is probably the third most expensive. But it's a pretty attainable set if you wanted to do the whole set. I'm just working on Dodgers. Here's another Dodger out of the 52 Bowman, Ralph Branca. Ralph Branca, probably most famous for giving up the shot heard around the world to Bobby Thompson in the 1951 pennant race. Some say that Bobby Thompson knew the pitch that was coming. There may have been some shady stuff going on, who knows, but I know Branca and Thompson were friends and, had nothing against each other after that, so we'll just go with that, and it was a cool moment in history. Ralph Branca, 52 Bowman. Really good shape, too, nicely centered, presents well. That's what I'm looking for with any card, really, but just nicely centered, good presentation. I think both of these have it. Moving to 54 Topps, another Dodger pitcher, Clem Labine. I bought this one off eBay for like $8 shipped or something. So, but I am disappointed in the condition. I thought it would be more like X Mint, but it's maybe VGX at best. Good centering. Good centering. It's just the corners are pretty, got some wear on them, and there's some issues on the back. I'm not sure what this discoloration right between the Brooklyn and Dodgers that's going down. There's some discoloration there. So I may upgrade this, but it's not super important, and it didn't cost me very much, so I'm okay with this for now. 54 Topps Clem Labine. And my biggest pickup, I shared this on my Instagram account, so if you're following me on Instagram, you have seen this already. This was an LCS purchase. He had just gotten it in, and it caught my eye. That is the 54 Topps Jackie Robinson. We went back and forth on the price, and we were close, but not quite there. And then he broke and came down a little bit to a point where it just made sense to get. Card looks in pretty good condition. Maybe an X5. The corners are very nice. But I don't think it would get an X Mint. I mean, X Mint at best. X Mint at best. It just has some surface issues. It doesn't really pick up on camera, but there's light spots that are running all the way down, but they're very light, so you have to really look to see them, so it doesn't really take away from the eye appeal so much. And there's a little green discoloration up in here. So I would say that's the biggest detractor, but the corners look X Mint. in the centering is X Mint. Got a little stain, like, I don't know if it's like a wax stain up here, but definitely, I would say it's definitely excellent condition, maybe X to X Mint. But really cool card, obviously. 54 Topps, Jackie Robinson. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching, and hope you all are having a good day, good weekend, and I hope your baseball teams are doing well. The Dodgers finally climbed above 500, so we'll see how it goes. I'll catch y'all next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.